Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Marvel Smart video. In this video, we're going to look at 5 new decks to try following last night's OTA change. I've looked around, I've tested some decks, and these are 5 new and interesting type decks that are using the recently buffed cards. So I thought I'd share it because these are some of the decks I've seen that look good. Some of them I've tried, some of them have just been performing really well for people. So I thought I'd share them. So let's just quickly get into it, shall we? So the first deck is just a move deck, of course. Move just got Ghost Spider and Phoenix Force buffed, so they've just got better. So Ghost Spider went from a 2 cost to a 1 cost. Phoenix Force gone from a 5 to a 4, meaning you can get out earlier. So we're starting straight with a basic move. So this, you can play multiple man on 2, Carnage or Venom on 3, and Phoenix Force on 4, which will come back as an 8 power multiple man, which means you get 2 turns of moving it around. So you can move it around on turn 5, Ghost Spider if you want to, Doctor Strange if you want to. Then obviously you've got Shuri if you want to bring it back later on, or if you want to like Shuri eat stuff or whatever, or Shuri anything. You got the Shuri for if you don't have the Phoenix Force on 4, ideally. And then you Shuri it. And then you have a big scary dude, and then you go Spider, Doctor Strange. There's plenty of options. When this deck works, when you get Phoenix Force out on 4, my god, you get so much power. It's crazy. I was playing it before without buffing the Phoenix Force. I had like 30 power across the board because I was able to go Spider it. Well, what I done was multiple man on 2, into Carnage, Iron Fist, Phoenix Force. Then it gets moved, and then on 5, I was able to go Spider it and Doctor Strange it. And then you've got cloak stuff. If you wanted to cloak instead, you get so much power out. It's crazy. Once move gets defined, oof, yes, it's gonna be wild. Next up, I've not been a Living Tribunal believer since I got it, but this is a D-Money ramp. Living Tribunal ramp. Worked really well for him. I believe he should have a video out, so check out his YouTube. Anyways, this is the list that he used. I've given it a go this morning. Won back-to-back silvers, so I only played like 4 games of it because I wanted to just test out all the decks. Well, 4 matches, but you know, series matches, whatever you want to call it. But I won like 4 conquest games of it. So I thought, yeah, good enough. Give it a go. Like, it's crazy. Like, just looking at it, it's like, how, why? And it's just, it works. So much ongoing. Enchantress isn't a thing. So you got to believe. You can use Howard Duck to make the most of Jubilee and Iron Lad, of course. Then you've got Odin stuff. You've got Invisible Woman, so you can hide like your Iron Man, Onslaught Tribunal behind there if you wanted, or something like that. It's crazy. You just got so much plays. This also puts out a lot of power. It's surprising. Look at it. It's like, not much power. But if you get your Onslaught on the Iron Man, and then you get Tribunal down, you actually do so much damage. It's easy to get 20 on every lane with this deck, which is surprising. Next up, another a Phoenix deck. This is more of a Shuri Phoenix deck. I believe this is like a Safety Blade version. So you take the Shuri package of Shuri, Red Skull Taskmaster, then you've got armor in there to protect it, you've got Kitty Pryde in here, another bouncy bounce, but you've also got the Phoenix Force package in here, so you've got Vulture in here to carnage it, and then you go off like that. You like get the carnage on the Vulture, bring it back with Phoenix Force, bam bam, move it around. You got Ghost Spider to move stuff around, to avoid Shang-Chi, to buff up the Phoenix Force if you want to do that. There's so much potential. It's actually kind of crazy how much power you can get out of this deck. It's a really fun deck. I do love some Shuri decks, so this is one of the favourites I've came across so far. Next up, we have a Hela list. We've got Tribunal in here and Magic, the recently buffed cards. Again, it comes down to nobody interrupting Hela. You can put Echo in here in front of Invisible Woman, so you can go Echo, Invisible Woman, Mordok Hela. If you don't have Echo, you can just stick with this list if you've got these cards. You've got Thanos in here. Wait, why is Thanos in here? That's not meant to be Thanos. Wait, I put the wrong card in here. It was meant to be Infinite. Yeah, it's Infinite, sorry. I don't know why the Thanos was in there, that confused me. Yeah, Infinite in here. So the Thanos, of course. Yeah, so this again is all about, you've got the Invisible Woman, Mordok, Hela combo, but you've also got all these buffs here that you can Jubilee out. Iron Lad, Iron Man. So you've got the Tribunal core that was in like the D-Money deck, similar to that, with the Iron Man, Invisible Woman, ramp stuff. But it's Hela in here as well, so that you can rely on the discard. Very interesting to fun lit deck. And lastly, we're going to look at C2. Now that Magic is a 2 cost, you can get yourself an extra turn out there. Why not make the most of it with? Because before you'd want an extra turn in some of these decks. Before it'd be C3 instead of C2, right? But playing it on 5 just felt so awkward because you'd rather play like an Iron Man or a Blue Marble there, right? And then save your Cerebral stuff for last turn. So with this deck you can, because you can get Magic out early. Obviously, whenever you play Magic early, be prepared to be stormed. Always consider that the opponent could have a storm and just ruin your day. But if not, happy days, happy days. So that's it. That's some 5 decks following the recent auto changes. I hope you enjoy some of the decks, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.